going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another daily Manchester City transfer update. Before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. Remember, going to keep you guys up to date every single day here on YouTube with all the latest Manchester City transfer news. It is going to be a busy end to the window for Manchester City, and you do want to stay up to date, so do make sure you have subscribed. Social media links, including my Twitter, Instagram, and email links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my social media, and also hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. You will find my TikTok link in the description too. If you want to go and follow me on there, then that would be great. Also, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to Sofascore, today's video sponsor. They're going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest scores from around the grounds for the upcoming season. They're going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest match information, along with the latest statistics and analysis for you guys to go and check out. And what I really like about Sofascore is that it's not just limited to football. You can go and check out all your favourite sports with all the latest scores, all in one place, all in one app. Very highly rated. It is a free app to download, and anyone that does download the Sofascore app using my link in the description or the QR code on screen does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So we're going to crack on with this video. We've got some contract news, and we're going to speak about Ruben Dias. Now, Steve Kay has said that Manchester City want to put Ruben Dias on a new deal at Manchester City. City are believed to be working on a new 6-year contract which would expire in June of 2030. Manchester City want to give Ruben Dias a good pay rise, and most interestingly here, they also want to give him the promise of being the future Manchester City captain. Now, at the moment, you've got Kyle Walker, who is Manchester City's captain, and I presume that that's still going to be the case for the upcoming season. Kevin De Bruyne, I think, is ahead of Ruben Dias right now in being Manchester City captain, but there is the possibility that within the next 2 seasons or so that both Kyle Walker and Kevin De Bruyne may no longer be Manchester City players, and when that moment does hit, Ruben Dias more than likely will still be at Manchester City, and so if he is, then he would be made Manchester City captain as well, which I think would be very sensible for Manchester City to go and do so. We will see when we do get developments on a new Ruben Dias contract about what the terms are of that, but very exciting there for Ruben Dias. Now, moving on to the outs, we've got the very latest on Kalvin Phillips, and he has now completed his Ipswich Town medical yesterday. It's all been sorted, just needs the media stuff sorting today, and will be announced this weekend according to Fabrizio Romano. Could even be sorted as soon as today, because Ipswich are still sorting out brand new signings. It's not going to get sorted in time for Kalvin Phillips to make his debut for Ipswich this weekend. He also, once he does sign for Ipswich, won't be eligible to play against Manchester City next weekend at the Etihad Stadium when we meet Ipswich Town. And Pep Guardiola has confirmed that the door is still open for Kalvin Phillips to come back to Manchester City and be a regular first team starter, but he said for that to happen, he's got to get minutes, he's got to get lots of starts under his belt as he's on the verge of joining Ipswich Town on loan. Can he utilise that option? Maybe that's why Man City aren't putting in a purchase option. Also, I don't think City want to put a ceiling value on Kalvin Phillips. Now, moving on to the final transfer of the out, we've got the very latest on Joao Cancelo, and Pep Guardiola has confirmed that Joao Cancelo has returned back to training with Manchester City after pre-season's come and gone, and also his holiday has come and gone after he spent the European Championships with his native Portugal. Pep Guardiola is very coy on what he was saying. He was saying that him and Joao Cancelo have talked and he's trained, and Man City are actively looking for a club for him, but says at the moment nobody's made any offers for Joao Cancelo, and with that being the case, it means he will remain a Manchester City player. So if nothing gets sorted between now and transfer deadline day, then Joao Cancelo, I presume, would be registered as a Manchester City player. There's a big difference though between training with the first team squad and being registered as a player, and Pep Guardiola actually wanting to use him. And the vibe that I was picking up from in his press conference before Manchester City's away match against Chelsea this weekend was he wants him out, and Manchester City, I think, will be looking for a loan deal. So we'll see if there is any interest between now and transfer deadline day in Joao Cancelo, and it is, to me, the only first team player left that needs sorting in terms of the outs for Manchester City. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got a new name, comes in the form of Divin Mubama. Now, he plays for West Ham. He's a 19-year-old forward. Fabrizio Romano has said that he is going to sign for Manchester City from West Ham after Famalicão and Olympique Lyonnais wanted to sign him, but Manchester City apparently stolen a march, hijacked the deal, and they're going to sign him instead for the Manchester City Football Academy, the CFA. He's going to be a homegrown talent, and Manchester City's plan is for him to spend a season with the academy for him to develop, and in the future Man City could potentially think about sending him on loan somewhere, whether that be in the CFG, the City Football Group, or elsewhere. We'll have to wait and see. Now, moving on, we've got the latest on Michael Zetterer. Not spoken on him in a while now. Fabrizio Romano has given us a bit of an exclusive, and he has said that Michael Zetterer over at Werder Bremen, their goalkeeper, he was Manchester City's first choice this summer to replace Ederson, should Ederson have left City to have gone for his move to Saudi Arabia. Now, if he had signed and Ederson had left, he would have been brought in as Manchester City's new number 2. He is 29 years old. That case is closed. There's still plenty of interest, including from other Premier League clubs, in Zetterer, but if he ends up staying at Werder Bremen, I wouldn't rule out Man City maybe coming back in for Zetterer in the next 12 months, especially given that Ortega's signed only a 1-year contract extension. If he leaves, we'd need a new number 2, or if Ederson does leave and Man City do want to promote Ortega at any point in the next 12 months, we would need a new backup goalkeeper. So he's confirmed through an exclusive that Zetterer was the player that Manchester City were having a look at. Now, moving on to the final transfer, I want to speak about Claudio Echeverri. We already know that he is a Manchester City player, but interestingly, Graeme Bailey has said that Manchester City are contemplating right now asking Claudio Echeverri to end his loan at River Plate early to come to Manchester and be part of the Manchester City first team squad. Now, the plan is for Echeverri right now to come in January. We signed him from River Plate and we agreed for him to spend the whole of 2024 on loan at River Plate, which is their season out in South America, but Manchester City, running short of options, could choose to come calling to Echeverri early, which would be well within Man City's rights as he is a Manchester City player. But as part of that permanent transfer, it was agreed that he'd spend the season with River Plate on loan. So I don't know if that is something that City could explore as to whether we'd have to pay a little bit extra or not. But I think it's worthwhile keeping an eye on that if Man City don't end up dipping in the market, then maybe we could use Echeverri instead. Remember, he is an attacking midfielder, so could be a good option there for Manchester City in particular, in the fact that he wouldn't need to be registered due to his age, and also we've got that very serious clean leg fracture to Oscar Bob, which Pep Guardiola has confirmed he will be out for 3 to 4 months. So recovery time looking at maybe even the end of this year, which I would say in terms of how serious the injury is pretty positive news for Oscar Bob, and I'm hoping that that will be the case, that at some point towards the end of this year we may see Oscar Bob training with the City first team squad, maybe even getting some minutes, even a start. That would be lovely. So there we go, that has been today's transfer update. If you did enjoy this video, do leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. Don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Sofascore. I'll see you all religiously tomorrow for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.